Like, I just shuffled and the Magician's at the bottom of the deck, okay? So that's awesome. All right, so we're going to get into this message. We're going to ask our angels, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our space to provide love and divine messages for our highest and greatest good. We are surrounded in divine white light and love. Thank you. As above, so below. Okay, as above, so below. Someone could be experiencing that, okay? Or they're seeing you as a threat. Yeah, I think so. I feel like God wins in this situation. Okay, so I feel like there's high ground here. There's, taking like divinely inspired action here, right? Like playing the long game, right? That's what I'm getting. All right, we'll get more on this. Okay, we knock, knock, knock. All right, here we go. Wheel of Fortune. You want this in reverse? Okay. In reverse. My cards are not in reverse, okay? Just so you know. 8 of Cups. Wow. So there could be energy that's needing to move, okay, away from something that is extremely burdensome, overwhelming as a fact. I feel like something just continues to go on and on and on and on. It like is a cycle that just won't stop. It's like you got to get off the ride. I have a Queen of Wands. And I have a King of Pentacles. Okay. Interesting. So, talking about this Wheel of Fortune, it's when it's in the upright, it talks about, the fact that there are many things in life, situations, events, people that cannot be controlled through personal action or influence. So this is like realizing what things are acceptable or powerless. Okay. So I feel like someone may be feeling like they're experiencing the downfall of something, right? Because it's like once you're up, and then you're down. So enjoy the ups and downs is what I'm getting. And what I'm picking up on is that there's energy that's having to walk away from something because they're experiencing their karma is what I'm getting. And it might have something to do with the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy. I feel like there's a lot of burdens here, a lot of overwhelm, right? I feel like overwhelmed with the shitty situations and underwhelmed with the support, the emotional support. All right. I feel like somebody very much could be with someone for the sake of finances here, or that's what they value is the appearance. That I think maybe they're concerned about the appearances, the optics of something now. They may need to leave in order to save face. Yeah, I'm getting like maybe somebody thought that they had control of a situation and they're finding out that they no longer have any control. Okay. In fact, the more they try to control, the worse it gets. That's what I'm getting with that. Interesting. Okay. Thank you. Sun card. Interesting. Yeah. A lot of like clarity, exposure, the presence of God here. All right. 8 of Swords. Someone feeling very like restricted by the situations, the conflicts, the insecurities, the fears, anxieties that they are surrounded by. It's almost like there's like someone's mental instability is being seen, exposed. Okay. Someone could be going a bit I'm getting like someone very much, this is 8-8 here. So someone could be reaching their limit towards something or in a dynamic here. Yeah, I have the Tower. Yeah, I feel like maybe when they have been trying to control, I feel like it's creating a mental instability. Okay, that's what I'm getting with this. Someone is appearing mentally unstable, afflicted. I'm getting like afflicted. Okay, this could be as a result of like spell work done. But I'm not going there. So I just feel like someone may need professional assistance here. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a tarot and spiritual energy healer. Okay, so, you know, please use your discernment and discretion when it comes to this message. Okay, I have an Emperor here. So what I'm getting here is that there's a masculine and feminine energies here, but I'm also getting like someone is participating in something that might be affecting someone else. All right, so maybe someone's been trying to control a masculine, or a masculine's been trying to control a feminine. Okay, take it, flip it, switch it. Genders don't really matter. I'm just seeing like an Emperor here, right? And this is someone who usually oversees, you know, things not just for themselves, their home, their family, their business, right? This is usually a leader. Someone may be tyrannical, or someone may have been like creating something that has led to someone's, you know, confusion, illusion, some sort of like sacrifice, or maybe someone's going to have to sacrifice their position here. And then there's the Fool. Yeah. Is someone trying to pretend to be innocent in all of this? Oh, is that right? I feel like that might be why the exposure is happening. Maybe what they did to someone who was innocent, naive even, like someone who walks with spirit because of the strong faith they have. They may have tried to sacrifice this energy. Okay, so this could be what they're receiving the karma for. One second. I gotta answer to cat business. Like earth angel energy. Hi, baby. Right? Yeah. Earth angel energy. Temperance. It's like someone's here to guide other souls on some sort of path. Right? Some sort of transition. Like you're the bridge. And so if you're in the energy of unconditional love, you're able to make a difference. But if this is in reverse, okay, then you're not able to do what you came here to do. So what I'm getting is like, there was an attempt. I feel like this temperance energy, you know, this is, you know, part of your purpose is to transmute this energy. So let's see what else they want to say. Queen of Swords. Having to cut things out, right? Speak truth. Okay, you could be a strong communicator here. You could be a messenger here. So that other people can learn how to navigate this process, because you've been through it yourself and you've turned that water into wine, right? It's that inner alchemy, okay? It's like turning that pain into power. Which is great. All right, so Queen of Swords energy. Very intuitive, strong beliefs. Chariot energy, persevering. Maybe someone never thought that you would speak of it or say anything or do anything about it. I feel like maybe they thought that they shut you up, or they tried to shut you up. But I feel like all it did was empower you, made you stronger, persevered over whatever they wanted for you, right? They wanted you to like lay down and be quiet, right? So that they could continue to, you know, create some sort of false narrative about you and control people to come against you. And, you know, there is this energy here that's manipulating them. And I'm getting it like it very much could be connected to this energy. I feel like they've created other conflicts and may find themselves, you know, dealing with the backlash. Like the first card out was karma's playing out here. So whatever they did to others is happening to them now. Yeah, I feel like you've just like got this discipline about you. High Priestess. Yeah, like you don't give up, right? Like if they're coming for you, right? I feel like they've missed. They missed the mark then and now. I'm getting with this High Priestess energy, like your purpose outweighs their manipulation, their control tactics, okay? It's almost like they're outmatched, all right? It's like, what are you going to do with those swords, right? Like, please, like your words don't matter, okay? There's that, right? And the words that they spell, right, are the ones returning to them because they are in this energy, whereas you're not in that energy, and those words spelled don't affect you, right? It's like I'm getting like can't touch this energy. All right, you know the secrets, okay? You know the secrets, yeah. And spirit doesn't lie, right? I feel like whatever was going on in the background, it's coming to the light, okay? It's coming to the light for all to see exactly who you were dealing with and why you had to do what you had to do, all right? They tried to take you out, okay? Because they wanted to, you know, fulfill some sort of like, you know, plan. They had some sort of plan, okay? Look, they had some sort of plan for money to come after you, okay, and take you out. And I'm getting like they did it for money. They did it for the promise of wealth, okay? So they sold their soulmate out. However, they sold themselves out, okay, is what's really playing out here. So someone is realizing this at this time, that what they're experiencing in their life is a direct result out of their own book, okay? Whatever they wanted for you is how they're being burdened. They're realizing that this is playing out in their life, regardless if they wanted it for you or not. All right, they're learning universal laws and how they work. And I'm also getting that they will have a lot to learn with the devil energy here. They may have fallen for temptation for the sake of a quick buck. And what goes around comes around. And I feel like as a result of that, there's a partner here. Okay, King and Queen of Swords. All right, so I feel like there's some truth here. This could even be like the authorities here that get involved that might, you know, want to speak some sort of truth. There's news here, Page of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so there could be some sort of communication playing out here, or some sort of like proof of what you've experienced. It's almost like, you know, the receipts. There could be a bit of receipts here at some point, right? I split the deck. What's at the middle of the deck? The Judgment card. Yeah, I feel like they're having to account for, you know, what they've invested in, the direction they took, okay? Right? Creating a lot of pain and suffering, right? as a result of, you know, their plans, their decisions, their actions. Bam! Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. All for the sake of greed. Yikes. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it here. And I hope this reading clarifies some things for whoever needed some clarification. If you want, I can get a few other cards to kind of clue you in as to what we're dealing with here. Okay. Quite a mess. It's a mess. Hot Mess Express. All right. What do you want to share about this, please? Okay. Oh, well. Yeah, they're feeling like there's some sort of deadline. Time is running out. Okay, they can't wait any longer, right? Like, time's ticking. October 20th on this, or let me see, October, yeah, it's either the 21st, 22nd, or the 20th. I don't know if that resonates, but time's running out and someone feels like they're on edge. It's like they're trying to keep you stuck in this cycle with them, but you've already moved on from it. They could be searching, okay? Profile searching. There could be someone may need an intervention, okay? Like mental health intervention or substance intervention. Okay. I feel like, you know, it's time for some good vibes. Like, yes, agree. I feel like there's a need to you know, be open to receive love. Flowers, roses might be significant. They may feel like it's, you know, their time's running out and they may want to bring you flowers. They may now realize that they should have appreciated you when they had you. Okay, they like forced you to walk away. All right, they may be forced to walk away now. Maybe they're feeling the time's running out because someone new is coming in here. That's what I'm getting. Somebody new. Goodness gracious. Thank you. And this, the reason why they're dealing with all the burdens is because they were after revenge. They were playing a game. Okay, they were like pulling all the strings, except for they didn't realize that they were being very immature, okay? And they're repeating patterns, and they will experience the challenges that they wanted for others. Game over. I feel like people are now watching them experience things that they may be enjoying the show. Maybe there's a lot of gossip going on here. I'm getting winter energy. Okay, there could be a commitment coming in. There could be, you know, long-term happiness here. Maybe some goals. So this could be someone that they married here. Playing out. Someone has a new boo, though. A new love. I feel like somebody got married to get revenge on you. So they may have remarried someone to get revenge. Thinking that would make you jealous. All right. I'm getting what's being exposed here is that it could have something to do with immaturity, innocence, childhood. I did get the Fool card, and responsibilities and children. So someone may need to step up to the plate and take responsibility for potential children or father figure type roles and responsibilities. Okay. Someone may be dealing with some mental health issues as it relates to this. What is the Eight of Swords? jealousy, 8 of Swords, envy. All right, so there's like this snake in the grass energy. Okay, so someone's envy, jealous, self-limiting beliefs, talking behind backs, you know, pettiness and attention seeking. And then we have, as it relates to someone's, you know, different kind of lifestyle, right? I feel like there's a bit of questioning someone's character, questioning somebody's ability, if they can hold down responsibilities of whatever this is, right? This could be a child, this could be something that might have been created as a result of this. I feel like there are secrets here. There's energy that could represent like someone being in the closet or someone just having an open relationship, maybe. Maybe they married someone so that they could have an open relationship. You know, maybe they were promised money, you know, to do so. Maybe they paid money. Who knows? There's a money component here. There's like an estate. Wanting the appearances of things. Maybe there's a blessing here. Maybe somebody wanted to steal someone's blessing. What is the lifestyle and the Fool? So lifestyle here is clarifying the Emperor. So this is like masculine energy, or I don't know. I feel like there's secrets here. Yeah, look. Secrets, sneaky, fake profiles, hiding themselves, plotting, social media. So they came after someone innocent. Okay, pretending to be something that they're not behind fake profiles. Okay. Or they do something online, okay, that they've been hiding, and now the secrets are coming out. Yes, I'm getting that they may pull on people's heartstrings. They play mind games. They take advantage. They play with people's feelings, and their feelings strung along. There's childhood wounds, flashbacks, and someone's ready to explode. And I'm getting like someone got caught in the act, and they're very triggered. Okay. All right. Yeah, so whatever envy here, water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, I feel like whatever they were doing, like they were petty. Petty, petty, petty. Okay, look at feeling humiliated and ashamed. Okay, doing things for the sake of appearances. All right, it's like, here's what they present to the world, but behind the scenes, this is what's really going on. All right. And then behind that, I have the Magician. So this could be some like, and the Devil. So this could be some really like dark stuff for money. Okay, they could have been doing all kinds of like sex rituals or using, you know, sex magic to, you know, manifest here with the Magician. Okay. Anyways, that's not for everybody. You'll know if that's for you. Trash. Yeah. They're trying to get rid of the secrets. They're trying to throw out the proof. Trying to hide. You can't hide, right? What justice is that like there's someone thinks that there's some sort of like union or reconciliation or a second chance. I feel like, you know, three's a crowd, right? Three's a crowd. There's, yeah, this love triangle here. Yeah, I feel like, you know, they could be going to court, okay? Might be dealing with a divorce here, all right? I am getting like there is others in this relationship, secret hookups, the other man or woman, situationship, love triangle here. Yeah, so someone's trying to clean up the mess around fall. So that's, you know, now. So someone could be trying to hide proof or evidence of them playing, you know, and doing whatever they got going on here. All right. Any final thoughts? Okay. So what's happening is that someone's very defensive. There's past trauma here and they've built up some walls. I feel like law enforcement's involved, temptation, maybe even some criminal history here. I'm getting money has exchanged hands. Money has exchanged hands. That's what I was getting here. All right. I feel like somebody was involved in some sort of act, okay, that they thought that they were going to be fruitful from. And I'm getting like all they got was this lousy, jail cell, right? I feel like whatever they thought they were going to benefit from, they got caught in the act, and now they're having to face legal issues and potential humiliation. People finding out like why they got arrested, what they got caught doing. So this is like the downfall of a like tyrant or a masculine energy that abuses their power or manipulates and pulls the heartstrings of others when they're not emotionally or physically wanting to be in a relationship, like a hetero relationship. They'd rather have something that's a modified lifestyle, and no judgment, but I feel like this is all done like in secret, and it's hurt people, and it's as a result of someone not being able to heal their inner childhood wounds. Like they're very much in their defensiveness, okay? Yeah. And they're envious, they're jealous. There's like mental instability with this. So I feel like, this is a sensitive subject that I'm talking about here, so I just want to be respectful of anyone who might come across this reading. I feel like, someone's going to, have an opportunity to be open, honest with themselves and maybe others eventually if they so choose. But I'm getting like, there's been a lot of pain and suffering at the hands of this whole situation. Okay, everybody involved. All right. Someone actually could have been entrapped from a pregnancy. So I'm talking about the mother figure here. This could be that Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like there's energy here that maybe someone may have stepped outside the union, okay, and may have gotten pregnant, okay, or entrapped somebody with a pregnancy. I feel like there's like insatiable energy, hunger for pleasure, and then uncontrollable desires here as well. Or, this energy may have gotten someone pregnant. So you guys know your situations. All right, game over is that like you're devoted, you can't stop smiling, you're happy, and you're feeling complete without this energy. All right, so they've tried to create some sort of dissonance for you because they don't want you to be happy without them. They want to control and manipulate, right? So that they can hide their secret lifestyle, right? Like you were a really good front, right? Appearances were great, right? They could, deceive, betray, heartbreak, right? Manipulate all they wanted, but you caught on. And I feel like this energy is not doing them any good either. Around summer. No contact, disappearing, leaving behind, running away into the sunset, begin an adventure, and going on vacation. Yeah, like, this is like leaving this behind. Like, who wants to deal with that? So this energy, either you're the one running away and, not looking back, or maybe they're wanting to do this to get themselves out of this humiliation and feeling ashamed for whatever's coming out. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, somebody might want to date you. So yeah, you might actually be, running away into the sunset with somebody new. Okay, with somebody new. Hallelujah. Yeah, I feel like this is okay. Yeah, I feel like somebody might want to ride by the house, okay? They're plotting, planning, hiding behind fake profiles, because you're free from them. Also the Fool card. You're free from their BS. You're currently in separation. You're not interested in dealing with them. There's regrets. They're feeling ashamed, guilty, and they know that they're the one to blame. I feel like, yep, the secrets are being exposed. Yes, you have a new boo. I was picking up on that. And they're obsessed. And they're being obsessed. Okay? Look at. Yeah, they're obsessed. You are seeing the signs, okay? Someone's holding a flame. I'm getting like telepathic love. Someone's inspired by you. I'm getting it's this new boo. And so I feel like you don't have any regrets. You're glad this all played out. You learned what you needed to learn in the situation. And now they're learning what they need to learn. And you don't need to be involved. Okay, so you can remove your energy. You can pull the cord. You can sever the cord. Okay, ask Archangel Michael for help with that. All right, you should, definitely check in with your higher self to know if that's for you or not. Now, if you have a cord with like a current soul contract, like a parent, like maybe you co-parent with somebody, that's not recommended it'll just reattach, okay? Because you still have connection with them, right? You're raising a child, so, cord cuttings are not always a fix-it, all right? So, do your research to know, like, whether that's for you or not, okay? But some of you, it would behoove you to release the cords here. Might take a few. All right, you guys, that is the message for today. So karma is most deaf playing out for the collective, depending on what side of the wheel you're on. All right, so I will send this out with love, compassion, and understanding, and be patient with yourself as well as others. Okay, we're all experiencing all kinds of stuff, so kindness matters. Okay, and I'll see you guys in the next reading.